Benatari's fighting off unshackled in the last 100, and Benatari drawn to win by just over a length.
Dune Field about a neck. Eugene's Forest getting close on the outside. At early morning rise from nowhere, this is really close. Eugene's Forest or Dune Field.
Yeah, great result there. We thought we'd get a few winners this week, and that's how it sort of panned out. Benatari, he probably should have won the week before at Wangaratta and had no luck there, and then he got a nice ride up at Edenhope and got the job done there. Probably actually looking for 1400 now, that horse. Interesting horse. He was sort of going nowhere, and we actually put him on online auction to turn him over, and we just tried something a little bit different and tried training him out of a paddock, and the horse just jumped out of the ground, and he's now relaxing and he's running, finishing off. So amazing, isn't it? I'm very lucky to have the facilities we've got here. Little Dune Field, he's a little beauty, isn't he? Nice little 3-year-old, very progressive. He's not the soundest of horses, but interesting sometimes horses, you know, he won over 1300 when he stepped into the 1400 with the intentions of maybe going to a mile his next start, but he only just sort of got to the line over 1400, so that might be his limit for a little while. Looking back on his pedigree, his whole family only really 1400 metre horses, so as much as sometimes they look like they're milers, they might not be, but he's done a great job. Not too many horses win their maiden and then Class 1, never mind when they're doing it in metropolitan areas, so he looks like he's got a big future. Okay, now runners this week we're going to be very, very light on. The only runners we'll probably have is next Wednesday I may run Minyinga at Sandown, and I may even back up Young Hostess. There's a nice little couple of races there. I'll nominate them, but they'd really, because they're Minyinga hasn't run 1400 in the past. She seems to be a 1300 metre horse. Her 1400 is disappointing. I'm just going to change her gear a little bit to see how that goes with her. And Young Hostess went great the other day in the Stony Creek Cup. She ran 4th, and she ran right up to her best and didn't have a lot of luck. And there's a little 2400 metre race at Sandown. If she pulled up really, really well, and I'll give her a gallop on Monday and she works up okay, we might back her up Wednesday, but other than that we're going to be very light on for runners. Okay, not a lot running this week, but we're absolutely flat stick at the stables here. A couple of the old stable stalwarts come back in. Prince Ziggy came back in this week, and geez, I don't think I've seen him look any better. He looks fantastic, so really keen to sort of get him. He handles really wet tracks, so he'll go around and do a lot of Saturday racing in the middle of winter on rain-affected tracks. So really looking forward to him. He's just done so well on the paddock. And Phil the Flute, this is probably going to be her last prep if she doesn't really fire. She probably hit a level of racing where she's had a really sort of peak 12 months last year, and I thought her last prep was, although she won a race, it was just a little bit below what she normally does. So we'll give her a chance at off-season racing in the winter. She sort of handles all sort of going, and we'd probably ship her back over to Adelaide, give her a run in Adelaide. But really going to try and just see how she goes. If she doesn't come up, well then we might look at sending her off to be a mum. Yeah, both those horses come back in, and they both look fantastic in good order.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse, a horse called Benatari, who has turned his form around dramatically. He was struggling to get near him a couple of starts ago, and it was sort of, he was at the crossroads, and we had to change something drastically, and we certainly did, and we threw him out in a paddock, and he just seems a different horse, seems a happy horse, and he's certainly racing like that. He won his last start at Edenhope and was dominant, and even his start before that at Wangaratta, he arguably should have won there. So it's certainly been a form change around, which is great, and just him being happy, I think that's the main reason for his form turn around. So he'll go around at Terang in a couple of weeks over 1400, and just going to rise him up in trip a bit. Just sort of the way he raced at Edenhope the other day, sat third and was quite dominant and was sort of running away from him on the line. So yeah, right with him the way he's going. He was at the crossroads, and just one of the facilities here at Emsley Lodge is we can throw a horse out in the paddock rather than being in a box, and just suit whatever the horse needs. So yeah, it's great, it's worked for him. So yeah, continue on and keep him happy and healthy, and I think he'll continue to race really well.
Hi everybody, my name is Tracey Carter. I've had horses with Jamie for a number of years now with our Bald and the Beautiful and Young and the Reckless syndicates. My tips for this weekend are tomorrow night at Moonee Valley, race 2, number 2 Necessary, has been very consistent and is due a win. Caulfield Saturday, race 1, number 7, Skador. Great return from a spell, should go close to winning. And my value bet is in the All-Star Mile, number 15, Flit. Has won a Group 1 at Caulfield over a mile and should be good value for the Godolphins. Have a great weekend, happy punting.
Yeah, that's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. All-Star Mile this week. It's always interesting sort of thing. $3.5 million to the winner. Wouldn't it be nice to have a nice miler, eh? Obviously, Alligator Blood's going to be hard to beat there. Interesting, that horse. They said, Ryan Maloney said that he wasn't all that impressed with his track work after his last gallop, so whether he's trained off or not. So anyway, nice sort of horses. Great to watch that sort of racing, isn't it? What else? See the new conditions in racing next year. They're cutting back the night racing, so the last race is at 9:30. Yeah, that will probably, any little bit helps, I suppose. See, they're giving us a week off racing in July, so at the end of July they're not going to have any racing. I don't know how that's going to work for trainers and strappers. We still have to work the horses. Maybe the jockeys can have a week off, that's about all, but I don't think that affects trainers at all. But anyway, I suppose they're trying to do something to help out the industry, aren't they? But good on them. Until next week, see you later.
Was struggling to win it. We were struggling to get even. Sorry.